Amazing. So, since morning we're talking about choices in different aspects of life. So moving forward, we have the most awaited session of the day. So I would like to invite Pari Patri ma'am. She is going to speak a lot about creating your own reality in different domains of life. So we welcome you, ma'am.
Okay, hi guys. My lipstick is vegan. My makeup is vegan. And I'm not wearing silk. And I should have got my bag, it's vegan bag. We spend so much money on brands. You all know Louis Vuitton, Burberry stuff, all made by exclusive calf skin. Exclusive, they write it, very rare calf skin. Lamb skin. They shed the skin and they make bags and they make belts, shoes. There are great companies that do vegan bags, exclusive stuff, made with apple skin, by the way. With apple skin, they make bags. Cactus. So we have choices. Let's give a big round of applause to Vaishnavi. For such an amazing session, and talking about plant-based living takes a lot of courage in this world, because you will be ridiculed, you will be like, what are you talking? So make a choice. Don't get into the herd mentality. Buy the bags, expensive brands. They're all made on dead animals, grief, on screams, on death. And we don't want that. We want love and compassion. The reason you're here today tells me that you want love, you want compassion. So, okay, how are you guys? Awesome? Yeah? Enjoying? Where are you from? Anantapur. I came through Anantapur, yes, day before. How many of you are new to meditation? Okay, wonderful. What made you choose this place, come to this event? Okay. Has anything cleared so far? Clearing? Little. Okay. Okay. So today, start the presentation. This place is very high vibrational. The food is high vibrational. The food comes from the organic farms, grown in-house. Was there a session on pyramids today, or a little bit? So you know the power of pyramids? Yeah? So where there are pyramids, the whole entire area rises. There's a lot of science to it. Today we will not cover that. Today today I'm going to share a lot of stuff. So be very attentive. No phones. Silence your phones. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I was like, no phones. How are you guys living? Awesome? Is it fun? Great. So no phones. So I have all your attention. That's rare. So, Prithvesh. Okay. So today what I'm going to share is something very personal to me, something that will absolutely change your lives. This next 1 hour is going to transform your lives. So just be with me. My name is Pari. I live in US right now, in California. I'll just share a brief intro about who I am before they begin the presentation. I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. And I did my schooling, my engineering. Anyone from Hyderabad? Okay, there's only one, two. Okay, three. I went to MGIT, Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technology for engineering. And then in 2004, I went to US. Hi, Neha. I went to US for masters. As everyone, I didn't know what I wanted to do. All I wanted to know was I wanted to enjoy my life. So my uncle said, come to US and study. So I said, yeah, of course. I want adventure. I was born in meditation. My whole family was into meditation. My father, he left his job when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And since then, all I knew was this, the codes that you are seeing. That was my life. There was no temple. I never went to a temple or did puja. All I knew was we are gods, we can manifest our lives. That's all I knew. And now every dhyani children are having my life, are growing up like that. I'm sure Nikhil and Vaishnavi as children have grown up like that. So that's all I knew, that I am a god and I can create my reality. I didn't know how, I didn't know the recipe, I didn't know what, but I just knew that. And of course I did live my life like that. I used to create what I want, have adventure and all that. But as I was growing up, when I was in teenage, then I was like, okay, I need to party. I need to have friends, real friends. In the sense like, my friends didn't understand what I was talking in engineering. They didn't understand what meditation was or what you create your own reality was. So I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I wanted to fit in that society. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be part of that group. So, of course, what I did was, I forgot all this and I said, and this was even little bit, even when I was here, at least the environment was meditation because my home was, when I go to home, there will be 100 new people and there will be meditation. So I knew what meditation, I still had that crowd. So even engineering, I was fine. And then I went to US and that's when my life changed. I was surrounded by people who didn't believe in love, in compassion. I was surrounded by meat. In my extended family, you open the fridge, there was meat there. And all my life, I never saw meat. All my friends were vegetarians because I grew up in the spiritual community. So there's a lot of shockers that were coming in my way. And so I was ridiculed. I was saying, you're crazy, you're mad, the world doesn't work this way. You may have all heard such statements in your life through your friends or family. And also I never saw money in my life until I went. Because everything is free. So there was no money in the house. So I believed that money and spirituality cannot go together. That was my belief system. And of course I wanted to earn money, show my family how big I am, how successful I am. So I had to get a job, had to buy a home, all the standard milestones we all have. So I did masters in mechanical and then in Chicago. And then I went to, I moved into IT, of course, because there's no jobs in mechanical. You all know that. And then I did SAP. So I did SAP and I moved and I worked in corporate, IBM, for about 15 years. I was doing very well. I was very ambitious. Even now, of course, very ambitious. I have to achieve. I have to prove my worth. I'm better than a man. I can do, all the women probably can relate to it. That nothing, I'm equally important or even rather more. So constantly being on my toes, working towards my goals. I was doing exceptionally well. What's happening, Bandu? Acha. Not compatible? HDMI? Mac direct HDMI undi. Sorry. So I went into my rat race. I had a great job, nice pay. I manifested that. I will tell you in the story how I manifested. Maybe that's something that you would want to listen. How you manifest a job. I'll talk about that. I manifested my husband. When I proposed to him, he rejected me thrice. This is true story. He rejected me thrice. First time he rejected, I didn't listen. I proposed again. Second time rejected. I didn't listen. I proposed again. Now third time did the charm. After third time, like, okay, fine. And then I left him. And I was, at that time I didn't have, I was not, I didn't know who I was. I didn't have this confidence. Today I'm standing and talking like this. There was a time where I couldn't speak before. I was a people pleaser. I would only speak what Neha would like to listen. What Nikhil would like to listen. Because I didn't have confidence in me. I was such a people pleaser. So, he said no. I said, okay, in that grief, you know what grief is when you get rejected. So I was in that grief, and in that grief, one of my old friend came and proposed to me, and I said, okay, somebody loves me. And I said yes to that boy, and the moment I said yes, he came back. Full filmy story. So that's my story. So I'm married to him now. His name is Mihir. He's from Bombay. So that's another great drama that happened. Of course, if I knew who I was, if I had clarity in life, I could have avoided a lot of drama in my life. But I had to go through that drama. A lot of emotional ups and downs. Listening to sad songs again and again and again and again. The song I used to listen was, you know the song in Masti, Dil De Diya Hai Jaan Bhi. That song again and again and again. You all might have experienced that. Yes? So, well, that is part of life. That is how we learn. Those are the emotions. And he came back, he said, okay, now I think I love you. I know, now that I left him, now he got the value, so he came back and we got married. After that, when I was in corporate, again, I was doing well, I was having a lot of, making good money, but I was not getting my soul food, something I was missing. So this is your journey, this will go. Now you will get everything. You get your job, the love of your life, and then you be successful. You will have a nice luxurious house. You will have friends that talk about food, politics, movies, parties. Saturday night, I used to in Saturday night, if we are home, it is something, oh my gosh, something is missing. Why are nobody calling us? Why is nobody inviting us? Maybe nobody likes us. Saturday night, Friday night, something has to happen. Do you feel that? Yeah? If you feel alone, is there something is wrong with us? We are wasting away time. We are youth, we have to do something. And I used to be in that feeling as well. Like maybe nobody likes us. Why are we not invited? And somebody invites, why didn't they tell us? You know, again the drama starts. Right? The drama again starts. Why didn't they tell us? Why didn't they include us? So much drama in everyday life. If it was Monday night and you sit alone, no problem. But if it is Saturday night, it is a problem. So the time dictates our moods. The time around us, the environment dictates our moods. And that was my life as well. And my husband, of course, he was not into meditation. The reason why he said no to me was he thought I'll become sannyasi. He thought I'll become sannyasi, so he said no. He didn't understand what meditation was. Like most young people do think. Meditation means for retirement. Meditation means for some diksha you take and go. But truly meditation is partying. Meditation is celebration. Meditation is actually living life, not killing away life. Because I remember at work, I used to sit and just watch the time. When will that 9 becomes 4 or 5, I leave the thing. It's like you killing away time. And that's not life. You don't be in a career that you kill away life. So that's how my journey. Then there's another incident, I'll tell you the story. How it's going to be a story time, okay? I'll share my stories and I'll talk about how I got here, how I created my reality, and how you can change your life today. We'll talk about that. So you create your own reality. The topic they gave me was to talk about this. How to unleash your potential and embrace your unique imprint. We'll talk about that. How can you, in schools and colleges, talk about innovation, creativity, and stuff like that. But how do you really harness that power within you? Next, please. So again, this is for students, young professionals, aspiring leaders, aspiring coaches, mentors, and teachers. Anybody? You guys connect? Yes, aspiring coach and leader there, teachers there. So students, so this presentation is for them today. Next slide, please. So today we're going to talk about how to move through painful emotions to reclaim yourself and turn your excuses to success stories. We're going to talk about that because I know there are some painful emotions that we all go through, especially this age, because I've been through that. Very, very real, painful. Maybe the older people will be like, ridiculous, it's okay. But for us, it is real. It is real pain. So how do you move through that and reclaim your power? And how do you powerfully attract the life that you truly, truly desire? Not you desire, you truly desire in the core. What do you want? What not your parents want, what your society wants, teachers want. What you want. Now you may ask, Pari, I don't know what I want. We'll get to that. Okay? How you can get clarity in life. And then how to overcome anxiety, fear, and step into your power. How do you do that? Next, please. So again, who am I? I'm just gonna, next slide. Next. Okay, so I am an executive coach. Actually, I started a company. I quit my job and I was like, I couldn't sit. So I'll tell you that story. So after I went into corporate life, I was like I felt like my blood was sucking away. My soul was sucking away. I couldn't stay there. I remember it was a great job, great pay. I could live so comfortably. Everything was perfect. But I would sit in front of the computer and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I working for somebody? What is this I'm doing with my life? I got so, like frustrated in life. I used to live in Maryland at that time. So I used to go office. I would say I'm sick, and I used to go to a Telugu movie. I never watched Telugu movies because why? I'll tell you, they are all male dominated. That's why I don't watch. Right? The girl comes and shows her skin and goes off. That's all it is. So no Telugu movies I watch. I watch Hindi movies. Now Nikhil is not happy. But isn't that true, girls? Isn't it all male domination? It's all, bro, I watched. It's all about Pawan Kalyan. It's about him and his style. There's nothing in there. So, but I went to I don't even remember what that movie was. I was the only person in the theater. And I'm just sitting and watching. Because I don't know what to do with my life. Why am I I work so hard to, US. Go there as student, visa, green card, job, survival. All those problems. I went through all of that, spent so much of money, and I'm sitting in the theater and thinking, what am I doing in my life? And after that, and that went like a week or two, because if I had to quit my job, it's a big deal. Where will the money come from? But I couldn't stay. Somehow I knew I can make much more money than that. I knew that. But I didn't have a plan. I didn't know plan B or A, what I will do quitting my job. So I quit my job. I gave 2 weeks resignation. I told my husband, I'm quitting my job. He was in a little shock. Like, what is happening? But of course, he supported me. And he said, okay, it's your life. It's your decision. Because I was working since my childhood. Like, since my college, I was always working. I never took a break. And that was the first time I took a break. I never knew what is financial dependency is, because I was always earning money. And the first time I quit my job, now I'm dependent on my husband. And then I decided what to do. Then I started a company, a women's empowerment company, to teach about you create your own reality. Subconscious mind reprogramming. So what my belief is that every woman should be financially independent, no matter how much her father is rich, husband is rich, boyfriend is rich, children are rich. Every woman should be financially independent and doing what she loves. Now I expanded to men also, not just women. Doing what you love. You don't need to struggle in life. You don't need to do something you don't like. There is always opportunity to create a career doing what you love. And that's exactly what I've done, and I'm going to share that with you guys. So also, so I quit my job and I started this, and it was, when I saw there was walls there, suddenly doors were opening. Possibilities were opening, because I believed in myself and I jumped in. I didn't know where I was jumping, but I jumped. And I'll tell you how you can do that, what are the tools you can utilize. So things started changing. I've started doing retreats now, started working, coaching, one-on-one coaching, mindset training, corporate trainings. Now finally I'm going back to corporate as a stress management teacher, not as a consultant. I was so happy. Finally I'm there doing what I love in the corporate. So that's how my journey started. But again, meanwhile, I was also working with PSSM in USA, more involved there in creating events, doing meditation classes. So in 2019, the thought came, and 20 it manifested. PSSM Global, Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement Global, started with the mission to take the message of meditation, plant-based living and pyramid energy to the entire world. Today we have about 25 to 30 countries practicing meditation and teaching meditation. Today we have PYMA Mexico, PYMA Canada, PYMA UK, PYMA USA, PYMA India. 5 countries we have. So you go to Mexico, you have friends there. You go to UK, you have friends there. That is the community, the group that you are connected with now. The group that you're connected is not an ordinary. It is the highest consciousness, high vibrational, and which we talk about, we connect with souls, not male or female. There's no male or female here. It is soul energy. It is soul connections. Because we all come from different planets, different star systems. We are all from different star systems. We chose Earth to have a physical experience of emotions. But when we come here, we forget who we are. We are identified with our body. I am female, I am male, I am this, I am that. But truly, with meditation, you rise above all of that. You rise above that and you connect through a soul level. And that is, of course, we may call that as twin flames, soulmates, so many names are there. But truly, it's not one person. I and Vaishnavi are soulmates. I and Vishwa are soulmates. So it's not one special person. That is again a myth. Oh, I have to find my soulmate. No, there are so many soulmates. We are all group consciousness. So group come together. And I wouldn't say my husband, I would say my friend. I'm journeying with a friend. Just because you're my boyfriend doesn't mean you have to call me 100 times to prove that you love me. Again, there's freedom. There has to be freedom in relationships. I've seen so many Telugu movies talk about. I saw one movie and I'm like, I have to. There's one movie called Solo Bratuke So Better. Chusara? In that movie, the whole movie is that if you marry a girl, your freedom is gone. That is a underlining story of that movie. But why a freedom is gone? You write the rules. My girlfriend should wait for me when I come back from office, cook food for me and give, call me 10 times. These rules who have written? Why should anybody do anything for you? Just because it is your girlfriend or boyfriend. Just because you marry that person. Nobody has to do anything for you. You do it because you want to do. You cannot make anybody happy. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can make you sad. Happiness is a choice. You have to decide to be happy. No matter what happens today, this works or not, I am happy. So we have to decide, make the decisions about happiness. It is not, when you decide to give that power away to the other person, that if she does this or if he does that, then I'm happy, you are creating a rule book. Then where is the freedom? There's no freedom there. So we have to short film, another short film on this, on freedom, youth and freedom. You all have to watch the short film Nikhil has made, a beautiful short film. It's in Telugu, it should be translated in every language. So, and everybody should do a short film. We should again make a competition of that. So anyways, we started the thing, and again, when I got, again in my life, I told you, right, I was a people pleaser. So I couldn't speak my truth. I couldn't express who I was and what I liked. Even if I go to a restaurant, if somebody asks me, what do you want? Whatever you like. Can anybody relate to that? I didn't even know I had a choice to tell what I like. Whatever you like, just order. And that is how it begins. To give away power, to be a people pleaser. And I could feel whenever I suppressed my truth, the energy would go into my stomach. I could feel that. The energy is going. It's that I'm just drinking away. Because all my life I learned from my parents, from my father, that never suppress emotions. Always express them. Whether it is love or anger. Express them. Don't suppress them. And all I was doing is suppressing those. And it was going into my stomach. And doctor said I couldn't be pregnant at that time because my fallopian tubes were blocked. So I couldn't get, and I know I created that with my own eating of my energy. With my own blocks. I created those blocks in my life. But that is when my shift started and I started learning about energy. I started how I can change. Now physical, I have to change. It's not something manifesting a job or something. That I've already done. But now physically, how can I get out and create children now? This is something even bigger. So, but today I have 2 beautiful children, healthy, very happy children, and it all manifested because of the tools that I'm going to share with you. Next slide, please. Okay, so here is where it is, guys. Whatever your subconscious mind believes, your reality must express. That is the core. If you understand this, your trip to valley is successful. If you understand this point. Whatever you see in your life, whether it is wealth, relationships, health, money, experiences, whatever you're seeing, it is a reflection of who you are. It is your thoughts, your belief systems, your energy, your frequency. And how are these formed? 5 things. 5 things are formed by your frequency. One is thoughts. What kind of thoughts? We'll talk about the thinking patterns. Belief systems. I'm very ugly. My language is not good. I'm not confident. I don't get jobs. I'm unlucky. What belief systems you hold about yourself? What concept do you hold about yourself? I'm only worth 12 lakhs per annum. That is a concept that you hold. Okay? What concepts that you hold about yourself is reflecting. So thoughts, belief systems, the food that you eat. Vaishnavi talks so beautifully about that. The food that you eat becomes chemicals. It is your metabolism. That creates frequency. Even in vegetarianism, if you eat every day aloo, what will happen? Gas. Every day aloo you eat, so much oily food you eat, what will happen? It will affect your brain activity. You will sleep. But if you eat fresh leafy vegetables, nuts, raw food, you are more active. So it's not, being a vegetarian doesn't mean just eating, again as she said, junk food. You have to be mindful about what you eat. Eating food with prana, microwave food, no. You kill, it is dead food when you microwave food. Especially I see in US, mothers microwaving milk in plastic bottle. They put in the microwave that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you're feeding that to the child. So, because again plastic has chemicals in it. Go with glass. If you have a bottle, go with glass. Glass is clear. It has no programming in it. If you drink plastic water, it has programming in it, chemicals in it. So food is, again, food, what you take, the water, always have water, pyramid water. Take a glass of water, put pyramid on top of it. And you can write on the glass what you want, health. Whatever that, be very precise. Be very precise on what you want to manifest in life. Today, I don't think we'll have time to talk about that, but in next time. So this is something, high vibrational water, high vibrational food you drink. Before you eat food, what do? You bless the food. Gratitude, thank you. Thank you plants, thank you earth for giving me this amazing food. Then the frequency of the food changes. It becomes high vibe. Thank you the farmer who brought that food to you. So gratitude. 4th one is your environment. So the moment I decided to create my life, to be pregnant or to have a job, I removed if I'm trying for a job. If I have friends talking like, "Arey, jobs are so tough. There are no jobs there." I want to create a job, but this is a conversation contradicting to what I want to create. So do not indulge in those conversations because they are lack. You want to create something of abundance. Don't indulge into conversations that create lack, that are of poverty mindset. There are 2 kinds of consciousness, poverty and abundance. And they are 2 sides of the same coin. You can either be in poverty or you can either be in abundance. You cannot be both in one time. You can either be pregnant or not pregnant. You cannot be some pregnant. Can you be little pregnant? Yes? Somebody said yes. Who said yes? I would like to know that. How can you be little pregnant? So you can either be in scarcity or you can either be in abundance. You can either think I'm manifesting, or you'll be like, I don't have time, I don't have degrees, I have to get this, I have to get that. So you have to decide where you will be. Always being in abundance consciousness creates miracles in life. This is called miraculous thinking. So environment. I took away all those people who would say no. No, you cannot manifest. No, it is tough. No, it is not possible. Nobody can tell me what I can do and I cannot do. I will decide. I am a creator. And don't say no with rebellion mindset again. Don't be like rude to them. Be with compassion. Again, that's important. Don't just ridicule your parents or somebody who say that. Say, I understand that is your fear, but this is my reality. I will create my reality. Be with compassion. Don't be rude. That's not again a Buddha quality if you're rude. And the last one is your breath. How you're breathing. The power to your inner source. Your emotions. We'll talk a little bit about emotions today. Today I'm covering a lot of topics, so everything is connected. So again, what are your beliefs? This is the most important thing. What stories are you telling yourself? What stories are you telling yourself? What are your triggers? So why are stories so important? There's a book called Your Inner Conversations Create Your Reality by Neville Goddard. Must read book. Your Inner Conversations Create Your Reality by Neville Goddard. It is okay. So for example, see drama, there are two kinds of emotions. Not good and bad. We don't talk about good and bad. Draining or energizing. Draining or energizing. What are the draining emotions? Fear. Yes. Sadness. You saw Inside Out yesterday. What are the draining emotions? Anger. Jealousy. Yes. Fear. That's not an emotion. Think emotion. Disgust. Lack. What is the emotion associated with lack? Think emotions. Insecurity. Self-doubt. Ego. Okay. Yeah. Superiority complex and feeling proud. Emotion. What else? Procrastination stems out of fear. Perfectionism, procrastination, these are all fear consciousness. Greed, yes. Sadism, yes. Guilt, yes. Guilt is a super thing. And there's a one emotion that runs in the background, but you don't think that is draining, is worrying. Worrying for your job, worrying for this. Mothers worry. And they think it is caring. They mask the emotion and thinking it is care. But that is actually draining emotion. It's like putting your car in a garage and putting the wipers on, lights on. It will drain the battery slowly. It is not the job loss or the divorce or the breakup. That are the big ones. These are the slowly, small ones. Like, what's your name? Gatiga. Loudly. Shrita. Louder. Voice should be louder. Okay? When you talk, chin up and loud. Okay? Shrita. Shrita. I don't like Shrita. Okay? I don't know why she's here. But I'm like, hey Shrita, so happy to see you. I'm saying that looking at you, but in my heart I don't like you. So the moment I walk and I see, oh God, Shrita is here. That is draining. That is a hole. Okay? Every time you say, every time you do that, why this is happening, that frustration. One car cut before you. That is draining. That is a hole in your bucket. You're putting water in it. You're meditating, you're doing good donations, you're doing affirmations, you're doing all good stuff. But you think, hole. It's a hole in your bucket. So it's called energy leaks. I'm going up and down. I'm not following the presentation, but we'll get there. So, go back. So what are your triggers? See again, triggers are something that come from our Emotion, what is emotion? Energy in motion. Right? What is the things that you remember the most from your childhood which has some emotional connect to it? Somebody made someone feel like that. And that is if that emotion has information. Every emotion has information. And if that information is not processed, if that emotion is not processed in your second chakra, what is second chakra? Digestive system. It's processing, emotional center. You all know 7 chakras? Second chakra is emotional center. If that emotion is not processed and excreted through your root chakra, Muladhara, removed from your system, it creates a block. It creates constipation. You cannot give love, receive love. There's a blockage. There's love all around you, but you're not able to give and receive because the blockages are in you. And then when somebody says something, the trigger starts. Like for example, in my home, I'm a working woman. I am doing multiple things, and sometimes if the house is not clean, if my husband comes and says you're lazy, I become Kali Mata. How dare you tell the house is not clean? Why are you not? Is this my responsibility? Because I'm a woman. You know, all that stories come out, and that is a trigger for me. So we have to identify those triggers. And for the women, I'll talk about that. I throw things on him. It becomes a war zone. Whatever I have in my hand, I throw. That's why he first makes sure nothing is around me. And then comes and tells me. So how you process emotions is very important. And what are your triggers? Identify those triggers. Be self-aware. So meditation increases your self-awareness. What are your patterns? Where are you getting triggered? And how do you manage them? What sails your boat when everything is going wrong? And also identify what keeps you afloat. Identify, is it dance? Is it music? Is it painting? Is it talking to a friend? Just write down what are the things that you enjoy doing. Do you choose to love yourself even when you don't feel like it? Do you love yourself? Even when you don't feel, even when you feel like you're 10 pounds extra, do you love yourself? Ask yourself that question. Next slide, please. What are your beliefs? First, we need to write down. Then, how do you claim your power? Next one. Journey. I talked about that. Okay. Everything that is happening to you is just a story. Very important lesson. Everything that is happening to you is just a story. You have the power to change your story. You always have the power to change your narrative. The stories that we tell ourselves. Like for me, if I'm like, my father never stayed with me. He was always teaching meditation. He always traveled 365 days. If I keep telling the story that, oh, my father never stayed with me. I never got father love. Oh, I'm so I didn't have money in my life. I struggled so much. That is a story I can tell myself. Or I can say, I traveled without money everywhere. I had so many friends. I was manifesting. My life is such a roller coaster ride. I can change my story. I have the power to change my story. I can either live by blaming others because of my mother, I'm like this, my father, my this, my that. Or I can claim my power and say, I state what my story is. Whatever your story, Telugulo, there is a statement. Notiloni matalu, nuditiloni ratalu. Means, whatever you say from your words becomes your lines on your hand. Your fate. You create your own fate. And that begins with, first step is, there are 11 dimensions. The first 4 are red zone. Okay, red zone means you're stuck in your own script, what you have written for yourself. Whatever that is. That is engineering. For me, my story was engineering, then masters, job, children. That was my story. So when you are eating meat, you are stuck in the red zone. Law of attraction do not work for you. It doesn't work for you. When you are eating meat, forget about meditation. First, you have to come out of killing animals. That is the law of this 3D matrix, this earth. That is a law. It is the law that applies to one to all. Like how gravity is there. It is a law. Whatever your belief systems, whatever your energy is, your reality must express. So, first thing is you get out of killing animals. Next is coming out of fear consciousness. Then you rise your levels. And your manifestation becomes super powerful. You think it will manifest. That's how now we are moving into the 5D zone. The earth is shifting. The energies are much, much, much higher. So you have to be more responsible for your thoughts. What are you thinking? Be more clarity. Have more clarity in life. Because you may think it is to avoid all the drama. What conversation? So if I keep telling, okay, Shrita, I don't like her. And then I go to Nikhil and say, I don't know why Shrita has come. Why is she here? I repeat my inner conversation, I'm repeating. And then I go to Mahesh and I talk about that. So I'm repeating this story. The more I repeat the story, the more I'm energizing the story. I'm putting the battery into it. Now Shrita will appear more and more in my life because I'm putting the battery into that experience. So wherever you focus, your energy goes there. Whatever it is. This is a blank slate. And I think I don't want red. Red appears there. I don't want red. Red appears there. So focus on what you want, not what you do not want. You do not want to create. That is a key for manifestation. So how can you overcome your limiting beliefs? What are the limiting beliefs? Whichever takes away from the truth, from oneness, is a limiting belief. Any limiting belief. For me, when I started my company, my limiting belief was, I am not some Deepak Chopra. I am not Patriji. Who will listen to me? That was my limiting belief. Who will listen? I am not an American. I am an Indian. My accent is not that. Who will listen to me? So I had so many limiting beliefs. I am not good at presentation. So I had to overcome all these limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs I felt, it's called an imposter syndrome. So when you go and speak about something that you feel like an imposter. Imposter means somebody that you're not. You're portraying for example, teaching about relationships. So many teachers. Now this is a coaching for teachers and mentors. This part. So many times I coach women to create their own sacred businesses. How to create their own business making money. One of the things they feel is, okay, how do I talk about, I'm a relationship coach, okay? I call myself a relationship coach. And I'm talking about relationship, but in my life I have so many issues with my relationships. How can I be? So am I a fraud? Am I a fraud? I'm a meditation teacher, but I get anger. Am I a fraud? So that question comes in. A doctor who is a heart doctor, he treats hearts, he takes surgeries. Doesn't it mean that he should never get a heart problem? Does it mean that? No. He may have n number of problems. But he's a doctor, he can treat. That's the wisdom he has. Same thing. Just because you're a relationship coach doesn't mean that you should not have problems. Just because I'm a meditation manifestation coach, that doesn't mean that I will not have problems. So we need to overcome that mindset. That, oh, you're talking spiritual stuff, but look at your life. It is, again, we should not judge other people. Take the essence and you utilize in your life. So how do you overcome your limiting beliefs and you can be extremely, you can be whoever you want, whatever you want to be. First choose, decide what you want to be. Decide where you want to go. Decide your dream. Make a decision. Today tomorrow by the end of this workshop, you all must decide. Pick up the project that you have left and say, no, I can do it. I am doing it. End of story. There's no ifs and buts. End of story. You are doing it. So how do you get there? Next slide. Okay, next. Foundation, relation between emotion and thoughts. This is the key for manifestation. There is a study. You all know Joe Dispenza? Yes, yes. I'm going to share one story from his book. I don't know which book, one of his books. So he created 2 groups, okay? Three groups. 3 groups he created. They all know how to bring their heart into coherence, into alignment. Your mind and heart into one. What is alignment? What is coherence? There are so many times we make decisions. Sometimes mind will say something, heart will say something. Did you experience that? Tell me one example. Where did you experience that?
Sometimes when we want to go to vacations or anything, so the mind will be saying holiday will not be a good idea, you should go to the work. Some days the heart will be saying no, there should be a vacation. So there will be a war between.
So what do you do? What do you choose?
Work.
You choose work. Okay, from now onwards we'll change your decision. You work now? Tell me about yourself, your name and what do you do?
My name is I'm from Delhi. We have a family business.
Family business. So you, okay, good. And then what else? Any other from here example? Yes.
Like, I had a friend, like, we used to have fights regularly. I knew that she's not a good friend to me, but my heart used to tell, like, it's okay, she'll change and she can be a good friend. But yeah, that was...
But your mind says no. Why are you putting time into it? So there's so many times in relationships, people say go with your heart. In career, they say go with your mind. So there's so many times we hear these things, but the truth is that we have to bring alignment, the heart and the mind into alignment. That is the true manifestation. So in this experiments, 3 groups, they took a test tube of DNA, okay? Took a DNA, all 3 groups, and they tried to make changes, because DNA you can see the changes immediately. So the one group, they brought themselves into heart coherence, that is mind and heart into alignment. And then they had a strong intention, sankalpam. Oh, this has to change, or some strong intention they held. And they were holding the test tube. Nothing happened on that. Second group, they had the test tube and they said, okay, we're going to expand consciousness, our heart emotion into compassion, gratitude. So they started practicing. How do you do that? There is no mind here. You don't visualize something. You re-experience somebody hugging you, your mother hugging you, or a pet, or somewhere you lied in your favorite spot. How do you feel at that time? So re-experience that. So they started expanding their consciousness and they saw the test tube, nothing changed. Now the third group, they had the intention, thought, and the emotion. That's when they saw the change. So for manifestation, it's not about saying affirmations, I'm rich, I'm good, I'm beautiful, I'm kind. No. You have to feel it as well. You have to feel that emotion. So when you do some act of kindness, when you do, don't just do because you get good karma or some points in your bank balance. You do it because you feel it. And when you do because you feel it, you don't expect anything because you had an experience here. Whether they say thank you or not, appreciate you or not, you don't care for it anymore. Because now you're feeling it. So in the same way, when you serve somebody, like when you do something for your mother, your family, your boyfriend, your husband, anyone, you never do because they like it and that makes them happy. You do it because you want to do it. Because if you do it because they like it, then you will blame if they don't acknowledge you back. I did so much for you. I left my college and I came for you, but you don't appreciate me. You don't answer my calls. Then you are in the blaming. That doesn't serve any purpose. You have to feel it. You do anything because you want to do. You wait for somebody because you want to wait. So that's the distinction. Did you guys understand what I said? Okay. So that's how you emotion creates energy. Tell me where is the highest power and money? Movies, which has a lot of emotion. Emotion creates hits in us. They say, right? The more emotion you put, it creates hits. So there's money and power in emotion. Religion, lot of emotion. My God is right, your God is wrong. I'll come and kill you. Emotion, lot of emotion. Sports, Pakistan-India match. So much emotion. And that creates a lot of energy. That energy, and also there are, of course we are not talking about it today, there are beings, extraterrestrial beings that harness that energy. That is their food. They feed on that. So they empower these emotions. Religion, sports, and entertainment. Highest energy, highest emotion. So thought and emotion manifests in your life. So always have one thought. If I like her, if I don't feel that in my heart, I'm creating chaos in my life. I'm creating confusion in my life. So always be in alignment. Next one. So our heart and brain are aligned. So our heart has 40,000 neuron-like cells. It has a mini brain, our heart. And it communicates to our brain, telling the brain, basically, do you all know about stress? How it happens? Fight and flight? Yes? How many know? Okay, so I'll share a little bit about that. So normally in our schools, I'm sure you have learned that too, that our brain is the CEO. It controls everything, sends messages, everything, correct? So when we have depression or anxiety, they give chemicals so that they change the chemical in our brain. But the new paradigm, the new study, the neurocardiology, which is your brain and your heart science, says that there's an institute called Heart Math where I went and studied, says that your brain sends more, your heart sends more messages to your brain than your brain sends to your heart. Okay? So your heart has a mini brain. When a baby is born and when an embryo is formed, do you all know anatomy? This is a class of physics, biology, chemistry. Anatomy, you know. So basically first an embryo is formed. Before you get the babies come, an embryo is formed. And in the embryo, how do you tell that you are pregnant? First they see the heartbeat. When they see the heartbeat, then they confirm you are pregnant, not the brain. First the heart comes. So an embryo can survive without the brain. That means brain is not the CEO. The heart is the CEO. So the heart sends more messages to your brain and tells, say for example, an email comes from your boyfriend or a boss for you, a client. Something happened. Before the email opens, maybe that person is some problem creator. Before you open, you get little anxiety. So your heart immediately senses and tells your brain there's some threat. Some threat is there. Panic button. And you go in that 5 seconds into stress response. That is called fight or flight or freeze. 3. Fight or flight or freeze. Flight means you have to run away from the situation. Delete that email and pretend you never saw that. Or we do that, right? Sometimes. Or fight with that person, immediately type, how dare you say that to me. There was one girl, my husband's cousin. She's one person who always complains. Do you have anyone like that in your life? Yes? You have a roommate, always complains. Whatever you do, they'll complain. So she is that one. And then she wrote a message, Pari, you came here, you never said hi or something, she was complaining. And I got so angry. My blood was boiling. And especially she was my husband's in-law side she came. Now even more blood boiling. So I was immediately typing away. How dare you say this. Because when you are in the stress response, your brain stops working. You become stupid, literally stupid. You cannot think properly, rationally. So your instincts, animal instincts take over. Fight, I'm fighting right now. Remember, flight or fight or freeze. I'm fighting with her. So in my stress response, I'm fighting. So I'm in stress at that point. I'm not calm. I'm not in a proper calm phase. So then I stopped and I said, no. At that time I was learning this heart coherence, how to bring myself and all that. So I said, this is a perfect opportunity for me to experiment on myself, how to do it. So I stopped and I brought myself, I did some meditation and all that, and I took 2 days. It was not immediate because all my hormones were high up every time I see that message. So I took 2 days to calm myself and then I replied to her. And I was so proud of myself because I was like calming her, and also the relationship was good. It extended. So when we are in stress, we become stupid, we cannot think. So we need to calm ourselves down, and this is where meditation comes into play. This is where you have the power to manage your emotions now, and be more intelligent about it. Be more with your money. You don't give away money to everything. You're so careful about money, where to subscribe, where to not subscribe. But with energy, we give away everywhere, freely. Take. This drama, take. That drama, take. So treat your energy like money. Unsubscribe any relationship that doesn't serve you. Okay, unsubscribe. No, click, unsubscribe. You don't need those relationships. So decide on where you want to invest in yourself. So that is heart-brain coherence. Next. So basically we are energy systems that expend energy. Decide where you want to expend. Decide where you want to renew. We talked about the draining emotions. What are the renewing emotions? That means you put your phone into charger immediately. What are those? Tell me now. Compassion. Huh? Mother's call. Something joyous moment, happy moment. I'm talking about emotion. So think emotions. Gratitude, yes. Bliss. Yes. What else? Satisfaction, happiness, content. Huh? Salary comes to account. Achievement. A sense of achievement. Yes. Huh? Louder. Forgiveness. Yes, correct. Acceptance. Patience. Having patience is renewing. Non-judgment is renewing. What else? Huh? Kindness. Yeah. Being kind is higher emotion. Love. Love is emotion. When you are in love, you are not in fear, right? प्यार किया तो डरना क्या? When there is प्यार, there is no डर. That is, whenever there is प्यार, there is never डर. You can move the mountains when you are in प्यार. Because that is emotion. So you cannot be in fear and प्यार at the same time. You have to choose either fear or love. You cannot be in both. It's the same concept. You cannot be in poverty and abundance at the same time. Fear consciousness stems all the perfectionism. It has to be perfect. My girl Nandini, she's a perfectionist. And I have to be after her. Let it go. We don't have to be perfect. Progress. Perfectionist I was a perfectionist too. So when you don't trust something, you stay in that fear consciousness, that perfectionism. When you don't feel worthy of yourself, no, I can do better. It can be better. So telling yourself, no, I am enough. These are great affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy. I am important. All is well. So these affirmations calm your nerves and tell yourself, no, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. Only progress is important, not perfectionism. Next. I talked about this. Close your energy leaks. Remember? Saying that, energy leak. Immediately, whenever you get that emotion, that's why complaining, no blaming. Energy leaks. You have to close them out. If you want to manifest in your life. Next one. So this is something, this is a field, okay? This is your heart field. Your heart is, brain is electrical. You know that, right? You have measured through your brain waves. Your heart is also electrical. The physics law is wherever there is electricity, there is magnetism. You are electromagnetic beings. So is Earth. So the field, this is not aura, by the way. This is your magnetic field which can be measured. This field, this one. This is your heart's magnetic field. Your heart's magnetic field is 5,000 times powerful than your brain. 5,000 times. So when you feel in your heart, it is magnetic. You attract things in. That's how law of attraction works. So in my field, again, so whoever comes into my field, these are like radio waves. It communicates. It has transmitter and receiver. And that the information is my emotion. Whatever my emotion has the information, it is carried into this field. So I may be selling this mic to you, Vaibhav. You're a businessman. $1,000. You will be. If I don't believe in it, if I don't believe in this, and I say I have to sell this $1,000, you'll be like, Pari, you're fake. What is this? I don't believe in you. But if I truly believe this has highest resonance, it works with consciousness, it amplifies by working with your frequency, and I truly believe that, I can sell you this for $1,000. If you truly believe in it, whatever you believe, remember, whatever you believe, your reality express. If you don't believe in your truth and you're talking, people will tell it is fake. So you have to first believe in yourself and then express. Then whatever you say, how movies get hit. My husband hates DDLJ. Have you seen? Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. And his rationale is this. This guy, Shah Rukh Khan, talks about love and truth, and at the end, उसका नाम मंदिरा बेड़ी को धोखा देता है, फिर सबको धोखा देके झूठ बोल के लड़की को लेके जाता है और लास्ट में छोड़ के भी जाने के लिए तैयार है वो ट्रेन में. He is ready to run away. But Amrish Puri says, okay, go beta. So he hates that this guy is all wrong. That he झूठ बोल के लड़की को लेके जा रहा है. That's his version. But how everybody believed in the story? Because the director had so much conviction in the story. He believed in the story, so he could sell the story. कुछ होता है. 8 years girl. How ridiculous is that? But why everybody loved it? Because the director had conviction in it. In whatever you're selling, if you truly believe in it and sell it, people will take it. And again, it is not about right or wrong. It is about emotion. It is about the authenticity. We'll talk about next slide, please. Again, clarity is power. Clarity is your new currency. Being clear about exactly what you want, where you want to go, decision. Don't think about, I want a promotion or quit my job and do business. Decide one. You want promotion or do business? No, this and that. Decide one and make a decision. And believe in yourself that you can make it happen. And opportunities don't come to you. You have to create opportunities. You have to step up and take power. Nobody will come and tell you, okay, chalo, thali hai, le lo, abhi karo. No, you have to claim your power. Next. Thinking patterns. I'm sure we talked about that. Did we talk about the thinking patterns? 4 types? No? There are 4 types of thinking patterns. This is basics. Disastrous thinking. Negative thinking. Positive thinking. Miraculous thinking. Thoughts become things, said Buddha. Whatever we think become reality. Disastrous thinking. If I will never attempt MSET because I will fail. Disastrous thinking. Expecting failure to happen. Expecting a disaster to happen. I will not apply visa because it won't come to me. Disaster. So expecting a disaster, that is disastrous thinking. Negative thinking. What is negative thinking? I cannot meditate. Meditation is not easy for me. I don't have time, Pari. No time for me. Negative thinking. I cannot do it. Negative. Positive thinking. Maybe I will try. Shrita will try today. Try speaking. Maybe I will attempt this. Positive thinking. Miraculous thinking. It has already happened. I'm already a speaker. So when I started again, I'll tell you my story here. When I started I started writing what I truly love. When I started wanting to create my own career. I like traveling. We all like traveling, right? So I wrote that. I love traveling. And then I wrote, I want to be surrounded by people who love me, who value me, who respect me. I wrote that because I want to work with people who value me. I don't want to work with people who do not respect me. So I wrote that. And I also wrote, I want, the first moment they work with me, they will pay me. I will work with people who pay me. Not who come for free services. Why will I do work with them? So I wrote, people who pay me. So I wrote that. And then I also wrote, I am giving a speech, thousands of people, and they are getting up and clapping for me. I wrote that they are all clapping for me. So I am doing a mind movie here. This is called a mind movie, a 30-second movie. So I wrote all these affirmations. Jake Canfield. So I studied from him. He's a great guy in affirmations, Jake Canfield. He wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul. You may have read that. So that series he wrote, he's a great in affirmations, how to do it. So I started writing everything, and because at that time, I didn't know I can do anything other than IT, other than computers. All my life I studied that only. So I didn't know even I had an ounce of creativity in me. But I wrote that. This is what I'm going to do. I'll be a best-selling author. Abhi tak book nahi likha, but I am a best-selling author. And I am a exceptional speaker. Everybody is clapping for me. People pay me, people throw money at me. Pari, take it. I wrote that. So you have to be bold and even saying that and write exactly what you want. And that's how then comes. I'm telling you the tools. We have less time, so I'll go faster. Then mind movies, 30-second mind movie. What I do, if I have a client, okay? Now if you have a client. In my first call, I'm seeing the credit card being swiped. The money in the account. I'm imagining that. In my 30 seconds, and again the thing is, money comes, what you will do with the money. See, if you want to go to Hawaii, don't think about, I need $5,000 or $10,000 or Maldives, you want to go to Maldives. You think about the experience you want to have. You think about how the water is touching your feet, the sun falling on your face, the margarita in your hand. Okay, if you're 21 above, then margarita in your hand. The margarita in your hand or whatever in your hand. And the waves, the sound of the waves. This is what you visualize. Not the money. Money will come. Don't think about, I want $5,000. Think about the experience you want to create. For example, you want to attract a partner. Don't think about, I want this Indian, I want fair skin, I want thin. What is the criteria? Tall. What? Package. Good package. You know, we have so many criteria right now. Now boys want good package for girls. Now it is changed. So these are all the criteria and we look for that. But the truth is, how do you attract your partner? Think about the feeling you want to have. If you are sitting in your home, you're watching some movie, having favorite food, how do you want to feel with that person? Think about that feeling. Because all this stuff fade away with time. Nothing will stay. The love, it's not about the love. It is about the respect you give each other. The friendship that you have. It is about that. So think about, re-experience that in your heart. The movie, 30-second movie should play all the time. How you see yourself. Holding the hands. Not package. Then you think about a bigger LED TV. Expensive TV. Then think about the house that you are in. Then money will come. Don't think about the package. Think about the environment and keep playing that in your mind. So mind movie. This is called, next tool is first affirmations, mind movie. Your thinking patterns must change. Next. Alignment, of course, your heart and mind alignment. We have another 20 minutes. I'll go fast. Next. Again, decision. Make a decision what you want. Clarity. Next, decision. You have to decide. I am going to Hawaii. Decide. Make a decision. Don't be like, I don't know. Have you seen Gully Boy? You've seen Gully Boy? The conversation between him and his father at the end. हम अपने रियलिटी को देखे हम ड्रीम नहीं करते. हम ड्रीम करते हैं, हमारी रियलिटी को बदलते हैं. First, don't think about the reality and dream. You dream and the reality will change. So that great movie, Gully Boy, great manifestation story. Next. No complaints, no blame. This is one of the key. Again, it all goes with that emotion, that frustration emotions. When you complain, you go into that emotion. So you create an energy leak. So no complaints. Accept everything. Accept is higher vibration, higher energy. You are energizing yourself. So accept, forgive, and move on. Authenticity. Live authentically. You don't have to be. Shrita doesn't have to be Pari. Shrita has to be Shrita. Authenticity. Be your own self, your own light, your own unique imprint. I don't have to be Patriji. All I have to be is Pari. It is so easy to be me. Isn't it? It is so easy to be us. So you have to understand what you are, what is your color, and give that, shine that more on. And be fearless, be unapologetic about who you are. I am this, I don't put bottu here. In every YouTube, madam put bottu, Telugu Sampradayam. Every YouTube that comment comes. And I'm like, my body, my ishtam, I will not wear bottu. So be unapologetic about who you are. Don't succumb to the pressure. Be bold and stand your ground. You go see every YouTube video, bottu will come. So right or wrong, truth or false, it does not matter. Right or wrong, truth or false, it does not matter. Whatever you believe and assume, if you do it long enough, it will become real. Most of the times we assume the stories, which are lies, and we think, we keep repeating that, and we believe in that, and that becomes our story. It doesn't matter if it is truth or lies or right or wrong. Whatever you assume and you believe, it becomes your reality. You have the power to change the story, to change what you believe. If this is belief system, if you put like this, it will become a tower. Correct? So, and you will say, oh my gosh, I built a tower, but this is not what I want to build. I want to build maybe a square, like this. But I spent so much time in it. Now how can I change? So either you can live a life managing what you don't want, or create a new life that you love. You have to make a decision what you want to do. Either manage all your life or create a new life that you want. Needing approval is like saying your view of me is more important than my own opinion of myself. Very important quote by Wayne Dyer, great author. You don't need anybody's approval. All you need is your own approval. Not your boyfriend, not your father, not your mother, not anybody, not your best friend. You believe in yourself. Again, be bold, be unapologetic, and be real. Be real, own your value, be authentic. Authenticity is the new currency now. Because people can see through. If you make a YouTube video or a content, if you copy, people will say, Arey, now this world people see through authenticity. Only if you're real, you will shine through. So find your own voice, find what you love, what is that you are, your own imprint. Next one. We'll skip this. Next. Again, this is some quote I love. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration by Nikola Tesla, one of my favorite scientists. If you don't know about him, please read about him. Alternate current that you see right now in the world, first is Edison created, but the actual credit has to go to Nikola Tesla. He is the main guy. In 1940s, he said there will be Wi-Fi. In 1940s. So he used to work with the universe, the energies, and created a lot of technology, which was all confiscated by the government of US because it was advanced technology. There are a lot of patents, lot of technologies that are there but are not available for public. There is cure for cancer, there is teleportation, time travel. What else? Going to different portals, vortexes, so much technology is there. But we don't have it because we are distracted. We are distracted in our career, in girls, in life, in drama. We are in our own world and we are not seeing the truth about who we are, where we come from, why we are here on this earth. Our third eye is suppressed. Our pineal gland is suppressed. We can't see the right and wrong. They talk about Tulsi Parvati in serials and they show pornography and confuse, break up families. It is the biggest scandal happening. Again, last time I talked about this. Pornography is the biggest billion-dollar industry. Why? Because it is to infiltrate the darker energies, to confuse people. And If you confuse them, if there is a bigger problem, I create problems. If you fight in your own thing, then you won't see this. You won't ask questions. And that is what is happening. We are in our own world. We don't ask the right questions. I did an interview with the other guy and I said, I am not a Sharir, I am Atma. And he says, how do you believe in these superstitions? Science has become a religion. Whatever is there in the textbook, Economic Times, the New York Times, all of these are bought by private owners who want to show what they want us to believe. And we don't ask questions. Today I ask all the youth to start asking questions. Why are we putting things in our body? What is it that we are doing? What are we studying? All the physics, history that we are learning is all wrong. It is not the right history, not correct physics. We are suppressed. We are living in a corporate slavery right now. We are working like slaves for the money. Why? To pay our mortgages, EMIs. In creating our own loop. You can be a CEO. You can create your own life. But first you have to ask questions. Who you are, know yourself, what you are, what you do. Spiritual tools. What are the spiritual tools we can use? First is, of course, quit. We won't talk about this. Meditation. Meditation is connecting to your inner source, to the infinite source energy. From the where you came from the place where you came from, where there is no right or wrong, there is just ease. There is no judgment there. There's just ease. We are all creators. We are all here. We are all creating things. We are exploring our own creations through music, through dance, through sharing, through speaking, through our words. We share and we learn. And the first thing we connect is that infinite source. When we connect to that, we know we don't need love from outside. We love ourselves. The love is within me. You will start respecting yourself. You don't wait for, when I have Ben's car, then I'll show you this guy. He insulted me. I'll get the car. I'll walk like a slog and I'll get the car and I'll show who I am. This is because you don't respect yourself. You're seeking respect from outside. You're seeking approval from outside. My mama said, yeah, I'm an idiot. I will become a doctor and I'll show who I am. Again, all of these decisions come out of that needing approval from outside. Love is not outside. Love is always within you. You don't need anybody to complete you. A woman is always complete. She doesn't need to get period. She doesn't need to get married or become a mother to be complete. She's born complete. And so is, of course, man. So all these things that so meditation is the only way to claim your power back. And it has to be done every single day. Every single day. Today I'm here talking because I meditate every day, at least 2 hours. If I don't meditate every day, I'll be like, oh, time is not gone. Oh, what is happening? The thing is, I'm impatient. I'm anger. So then I know, Pari, today you did not meditate. So when you meditate, you claim your power on your emotions, on yourself, and come out of that stress response. You live in abundance mindset. The next is, of course, pyramids. Pyramid energy, which enhances, which amplifies your experience. So drinking pyramid water, I have a stove, so I put pyramid on top of it. So whenever I'm cooking, the energy goes into that. So utilize pyramid energy in every day, every part of your life. Next, crystals. I do work with crystals. So crystals are great amplifiers. These are all spiritual tools that you can utilize in connecting to the nature. See, one of the things today, I'm just going to touch 5 minutes. It can be a class in its own. I'll talk about women's cycles. Today I have youth, boys and girls. It's important to talk about it. Women and cycles. Connecting with nature. Today, a lot of women, go back. Today, a lot of women experience PCOD, young women. Periods coming very early. By 9 years, periods come. And a lot of ovary cancer, breast cancer, for men, prostate cancer. Lot of issues, especially with your second and first chakra. The reason why it is happening, I'll take a moment to explain that. Is connecting with nature is very important. Women is Prakriti, right? Women is Prakriti. What is Prakriti? Is nature. When we disconnect ourselves with nature, problems arise. Now, women has how many days of cycle? Boys, tell me. 28, 100 marks, good. So women has 28 days. And what else has 28 days? Moon has 28 days, very good. So a woman and moon cycles are very connected. And it is a cycle. Moods goes in cycles, in patterns. So when you understand your cycle and the moon cycle, when you sync with it, you claim your power back. And I'll tell you what. And most of the men who says, if a woman is cranky, is it that time of the month? Are you hormonal? People make fun of it, but that is because they are ignorant. They don't know what it is. Today, women has 4 cycles. You know the moon cycles? First is dark moon, new moon. Next is, it's called waxing moon. Okay, when it is going to full moon. First is dark moon, new moon. Next is waxing moon. Next full moon, waning moon. And again, new moon. Okay? Understood? Should I say again? Dark moon, waning moon, full moon, waxing moon, full moon, waning moon, new moon. Okay, go to the next slide. So these are the 4 phases. First phase. In the ancient times, when a woman had shed her blood, and before that I'll tell you one statement from the medicine women. When a woman is born, when a woman sheds her first blood, she meets her power. When a woman has menopause, she becomes the power. So that is the process. So the blood time is a very powerful time for a woman. And so it is in the ancient times when women used to get periods, they used to all go into one place, any age. It is called red tent, in a red tent. And they used to leave all their chores, all their everyday chores, and come collectively. And those 3 days were the time of celebration, spiritual retreat, dancing, celebration, reading, meditation. She is a very psychic at that time. That is a very powerful, she becomes powerful at that time. But with time, with patriarchy coming over, they made the time to be impure. They made the time to be that she is less. It is impure energy. And then they said the women should not be in the kitchen or do anything because she is impure. But that is not the reason why she was not doing it. It is because her own time, her own spiritual retreat. So they changed the story of what it is. But in the time, it is a great time to be with yourself, understand your own feelings, release. Blood going means it is releasing emotions, baggage. It is letting go. And you start a whole new cycle. Like you become whole new. So the dark moon is the time of a sage, of a scholar, the first one. The dark first phase. Again, menstrual, when women bleeds, reflective, passive, you're more withdrawn, more in reprogramming your subconscious mind, more doing that kind of work. The second phase comes when the waxing phase, she becomes maiden. Maiden means she is very curious, very adventurous, like Preeti Zinta. Okay, I'm giving the archetype of how she is. She becomes very, very curious, very bubbly, very adventurous, ready to do anything. That is the second phase. Now the third phase is the mother phase. This is when the full moon comes. She becomes very nurturing, compassionate. The mother character we see in movies is this phase. Very trusting, very compassionate, very, what else? Very kind, accepting, sacrificing. You know, all of those qualities that we see, that is this phase, in the full moon phase. The next phase is enchantress. This is premenstrual. This is where she loves gossip, drama. There is a phase that women comes there, you want drama in your life. This is a phase where she loves all of that. She becomes, she's promiscuous. You know, that kind of archetype at this phase. She wants to explore. She's bold. She's gutsy. The vamp role is this. She becomes Kali Mata also, like how I become. Like any trigger comes, you are like, don't mess with me kind of a, like don't come close to me, don't mess with me kind of a woman. So these are all the different phases of a woman. And again, she goes back to the sage. So just before menstrual cycle is that mad woman phase. We all have you all have gone through that. Sometimes you feel that thing and you'll be like, this is not who I am. Why am I behaving like this? If you are disconnected with the cycle, you feel all of that and you don't know how to manage that. And you start judging yourself. I should not behave like this. I am not this. I am not who I am. And again, the triggers, if the men don't understand, you men should understand all of this. When you have a woman in your life, how to treat. At this time, never clean the house and all of that. So when you know, be organized. More organized will keep you calm. So you should know when, if you understand your cycle, you know. I'm going to show the PDF. So I have prepared a PDF. This is for all the women. To understand your cycle. Okay? Start. This, I will email this to you. Whoever wants this, email me, connect@paripatri.com. Email me and I'll send you this PDF. So first, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Which moon are you in? Write down the date and connect this for 3 to 4 months and you will start seeing a pattern, a cycle of how your emotions are coming. How can you manage that? Then you can start taking control because it will repeat every month. These patterns repeat every month. So if you want to intervene in your pattern, take control of it, you have to understand your cycle, where you are. And then you can heal yourself. Your body starts healing. Everything starts getting aligned. Okay, go back. This is something that's important for both boys and girls to understand. How a woman's cycle works. Boys also have periods. It's just mental. And we don't know when they come. So anyways. So guys, you have a choice today. You have a choice to choose what you want in your life. You always have a choice. Nothing is forced upon you. You create your own experience. Again, you can become what you want to be. Today, this moment, make a decision. And the universe will make it happen. Make a strong decision, believe in yourself, surround yourself with high vibe people, get into the group consciousness, and the highest is service. When you give back to your community, when you work from a higher perspective, from a service point of view, you raise your consciousness, and you will manifest. Everything will start happening in your life the way you want. With the way you decide your story to be, the way your narrative is. So you are always in power, so we have a choice. And today we will conclude with this. Next slide. So join me in the global movement. So PSSM Global is the mission is to connect to all the countries to teach this, that you are the powerful creator. You are a God. There's nothing outside of you. Don't sit and wait for a savior to come and save you. Take the power now. This is the message we are trying. We are the whole team here, all the organizers here are going and telling that youth are struggling of everything, whether it's relationships, whether it's career, the money, they are struggling with drama around. They are confused. They don't know what they want in life. You as a conscious creator have the power to start spreading this message to every youth and saying you don't have to struggle. You can live happily with this knowledge. And again, we'll show you how you can connect with me. Next slide. Again, you can connect with me, my website, my email. You can ask me questions. I'm very, very approachable. So anytime you have question, hey Pari, I'm stuck here. What do I do? Connect with me. And all the things are here. Go to Instagram. PYMA.official. And you can connect with PYMA team on. Go to Instagram right now. Did you all do that already? Phone nahi hai. Phone nahi hai. Okay, when you are done with this, remember, write down. She has notes. PYMA.official. Okay, connect with PYMA. And ask everybody to subscribe to it. This is the PYMA.official. And then what else we have? Swag. Go to Swag. We'll tell that. Swag. SWAGG. It is about environment. loving animals. It is a great profile to see. If anybody asks anything about animals, show this particular account. Swag, SWAGG. It is founded by my sister, Pari Patri. What is happening? Okay. Oh, this is not my laptop. This is your laptop. Okay. Swag and then PSSM Global. PSSM Global. To learn about global activities, and of course you can connect with me on Pari Patri. And what else we have? Patriji Official. Absolutely do that. Patriji Official. Okay, that is the Instagram profile. Anything else I'm missing? Huh? PSSM? Spanish, Espanol. Yeah, why not? Connect to that also, PSSM Espanol. And by the way, it is created by a 19-year-old and 25-year-old. PSSM Spanish. It is created by them and running. Now they are teaching in universities. You all must go to Mexico. Who will come with me to Mexico? Come on, raise your hands. Why? You won't come with me to Mexico? I don't know what's happening. We talk about big dreams and you don't come to Mexico with me. You have to come to Mexico, South America. We'll do trekking in Peru. Machu Picchu. Yes? We'll all go together. In next year we'll do, you know what my dream is? My dream is that all the youth will be in Greece and will party, do a PYMA event, a spiritual event. This is my dream. Now you have to manifest this dream. Vishwa. Okay? Yes? You have to work for it. Then Mahesh will play music there and will do nice dance there and celebrate being God. Celebrate the taking our power back. I want to do, the next is Greece and uske baad we'll do a cruise, youth cruise. Okay? I'm giving big dreams here. I'm allowed, even if I'm not 35. I'm allowed. Okay, Vishwa, don't exclude me. Yeah, speaker is allowed. Beyond age. Age is just a number. Yes. So these are all our goals and we will make it happen. We will have great youth festivals, spiritual science festivals, talking about wisdom, talking about Atma, talking about manifestation, talking about plant-based living, fearlessly with the mic, telling the world that this is how you live. Non-interference. This is what we will create in PYMA. And you all must connect. See, there is a bamboo tree. You put the seed in the soil. For 5 years you don't see anything. You will think it is dead. But in 5 years it will grow big. So maybe in the beginning it may seem like it's a struggle. Where will the money come? They were all struggling. How will we do free event? Oh my God, where will the money come from? How will we do? We have to pay Pyramid Valley. But they have achieved it. Big claps to all the organizers. Wow, when we did wow, 20, 30 people were there. 2,000 rupees. And we said, no, I want more youth. What is 30 people? And then we set free and then they, Shubham, Vishwa, Vandana, who else? All this, tell the names. Nikhil, Vaishnavi, Sneha, Chandu, Shubham, So all the organizers stand once. Let's see. Upali. Mahesh. They made it happen. Nothing is impossible. You don't get this for free. This is 10,000 rupees per day. But they waived it for us. They said, no, it's okay. This time, no fee for us. Only accommodation will take. So, universe, it's not just the money. We need that intention and the work. Work has to happen. You just step in and do the work and money will come. People will come, will give money. So today, by now, all of you are PYMA. Okay? Yes? So, next event. Vishwa, come here. Next event. I want 10,000 youth.
Sure. So next event we will have a mega event inside, mostly here if you are doing it will be in the mega pyramid. So we'll have the entire pyramid filled with youngsters, entire pyramid valley filled with youngsters. And the same sessions what we are having here, we'll have it in the mega pyramid. So it's definitely going to be huge. And each and every step we are growing, as Paryaka already said, like a bamboo tree. So PYMA is again like, we started PYMA just few years back, and it's like for 2-3 years it was just, developing its roots. Now it's shooting to the sky.
Yes.
So PYMA Global will also be launched tomorrow and we'll share more about it. So thank you, Akka, for giving us this opportunity and making all this happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Vishwa is a true leader, and here everybody, I see so many leaders here. Here there are no followers. We don't follow anybody. We are leaders. We are masters. We create our own path. But we work with group consciousness. It is a mastery, it is an art. Being your own individual imprint, but yet working with the group. That is the beauty of PSSM. That is the beauty of PYMA. So, nobody will tell you, you should do this, you should do that. You say, Pari or anyone, I'm going to take up this thing. I'm going to do this. This is my department. You take up the lead and you start running with it. You, again, I don't know how to do and all that. No, you will start learning. When it's not that I have 10 hours a week, I can invest 10 hours a week. No, you will take ownership of one task. And we are not micromanagers like in offices. We won't keep asking you, where are you, where are you? You will take up the task, and you will, if you take up the task of presentation, we expect you to be done with it. So that is how ownership works, and you take this lead and move forward. And of course, we respect each other. Again, there are a lot of guidelines for PYMA that we will talk about, what it is, and how we take the message in a more dignified way to the forward, and creating more careers also. PYMA will be enablers. Tomorrow we'll talk more about it. So if, say for example, Nandini is there, she will get 1 lakh per month if she works outside. But she said, Pari, stand up Nandini. But she said, Pari, I don't want to work outside, I want to work for PSSM. She quit her job and she is with PSSM Global. All the great, again this is the website guys, PSSM Global website. There is, if you go down, lot of stuff is happening. We need developers, website designers, graphic designers, editors, communicators, project managers. There is a job for every aspect in this. So you can start giving your services, and the idea is to create full-time careers in spiritual area. Vaishnavi and Nikhil, global jobs. And so you don't have to do anything that you don't like. No 9 to 5 concept anymore now. You will decide what you want, the career you decide, and you will get the money as well. Again, first, you don't work for the money. Money will work for you. So you decide, again, 3 idiots. Success will come. Follow your passion. All the messages are in the movies. So decide what you want, get clarity, make a decision, and if you want to be involved, there is so much opportunity to work for global, different countries. You say, I want to go to Mexico and teach, go to Mexico and teach. I want to go to Kenya and teach, Africa and teach. We have now meditation in, I'll tell you the countries. US, Canada, we are doing a big mega meditation summit in US, October 7th and 8th, the first Dhyana Chakram. If you have friends, tell them. There is an event page in that global. Go to events and you'll find the event details. We just finished the first Dhyana Chakram in Canada. Nanda, come here. We just finished the first in Canada, Buddha Purnima. We activated Buddha energies in Mexico. There is a pyramid in every city in Mexico. Every city there is a pyramid, but they just go and take pictures. Stand next to it and take pictures. Pyramids are for meditation, not for pictures. So, and Nanda was, tell about you.
Hi, I'm from Andhra. I'm staying in Germany, in Berlin, which is the capital city. And we have started PYMA Berlin, which is like PYMA Europe. We are gonna conduct so soon, October 1st week might be, PYMA event in Berlin.
Thank you. So he went there and started PYMA there. And a lot of youth who went to Canada said, we want to create Canada, PYMA Canada. So they started PYMA Canada. And there was an event in France that all the countries in Buddha Purnima, they did an event in France. So pick up a country, learn languages, learn Spanish, French, Italian. Pick up if you are interested, just pick up a language and start learning. All the school that you've learned, now you will utilize to teach meditation. So, and say, hey, I want to do this. I want to take up this country. So we have in Africa now, Kenya, Uganda, Congo, South Africa, meditation in there. They are all brainwashed in Christianity, all these countries. Because they are converted to Christianity and they take money from them. So now if they say any other organization, they get scared. They'll be like, oh, you are converting me. So per country, how do we teach? So in Pakistan, we have meditation. In Pakistan or Saudi Arabia, if you tell vegetarianism, they'll put you in jail. They'll be like, what are you doing here? So you don't say that, you say plant-based living, like how Vaishnavi said. Because anything which ends with ism is associated with religion. Vegetarianism, veganism, ism. So we take out ism. If I say become a vegetarian, you're like, oh, I should not eat meat. But if I say become plant-based food, then you'll be thinking, oh, I have to add more whole food. It is psychology, how you think. If somebody tells you don't do it, you will do it. So that's the psychology. So in these countries today, there is Shakahari teachings in Pakistan. Can you imagine? Our masters are teaching about vegetarianism. Dhyana in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, Pakistan. So many Middle Eastern countries. Just the word meditation, talking from them is such an achievement for this lifetime. And we have, of course, in Asia, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, what else? Bhutan, Nepal, all these countries, Australia, New Zealand. So everywhere there is meditation. Our goal, Patriji's goal is Dhyana Jagath. Dhyana Jagath means meditation should be gone to everyone, and there is no fee. We don't charge for meditation. Because breath is free, what will we charge? To observe their breath, which is free. So that's why there is no charge for meditation. You give it for free, and every event, every meditation event has free food. Ana-Dana. So any event we do has free food and free meditation. And how do we get money? Through donors. Now Shrita got benefited out of meditation. She'll be like, Pari, I'm giving you 10,000 rupees. Because I got benefited, I am giving money. So we ask people who got benefited. So you saw value in this, can you help us? So we go to the new people like that. That's how these events run, these through donations. And so you can learn a language or say, Pari, I want to go teach Spain. I want to teach some other country, Chile, whatever you resonate with. And then we can start classes. You can promote meditation there. You can start teaching meditation there and start working. All the dreams that we talked about, the big dreams that I just shared, it is happening. Every youth will come to meditation. It is happening. Everybody will have to come to PSSM. There's no other way. Because there's freedom here. You can follow Osho, you can follow Rampa, you can follow whoever you want. Here I will not tell you, read only Patriji, read only Pari. No. You read whatever you like. You follow whoever you like. And you come and share that knowledge. We are ready to eagerly listening to you. So there is freedom. This is the true meaning of freedom. And there is decentralization. That means there is no centralized head here. Pari is not the head. Valley is not the head. Your name? Supriya will say, Supriya, Pari, I want to start my own foundation, my own thing. Okay, start. Supriya, Meditation Center. So there's decentralization. Decentralization is a physical manifestation of free will. I have my own will. Who are you to tell me I should run this way? I will not listen to. Who are you? Who are you? Why should I listen to you? No, I will not listen. I will start my own way. But so this is the manifestation of free will physically, PSSM. That is why there is no central head. But every center is connected by Ana-Pana-Sati, pyramid energy, Shakahara, Swadhyaya, Sajjana Sangatya, 18 principles. So if you go to pssmmovement.org, today it's not working. Again, we need developers, website creators to help us with that. 18 principles and 13 values. Go read that, you will understand the whole core of PSSM. Okay, it's working. Whole core of PSSM. Any questions, by the way? We'll take 10. We are already late, na? We'll have tomorrow. So we'll take questions. I'll be here, guys, tomorrow. So any questions, ask me anything about anything under the sun. And we'll talk tomorrow. Okay? Thank you. These are all the 18 principles.
Wait, Akka. So let us give a big round of applause for Pari Akka. Her full name is Parimala Patri. So I always call her Akka. I have that feeling that she's Akka for me, and most of us, we all call Paridi or Pari Akka. So she has shared so much today. I think, you all have to just take a moment to assimilate whatever she has taught. And I think after listening to just 1.5 hours, we need a, in-depth, session only with Parimala Patri. 2 days. About each and every topic, right? So, yeah, it's really wonderful. And tomorrow we'll have Q&A. You can ask questions and we'll get to know more. So again, we have the first session tomorrow is again by Parimala Patri. No. 9 to 11, it's yours, Akka. Yeah. So, guys, now we'll all head to lunch and we'll be back here by 1:30. So, for the next session. And we have, as you know, the mornings is dedicated to wisdom and the afternoons is dedicated to fun activities. So, you have to, it's a beautiful combination of wisdom and fun, right? So, let us head to lunch and gather again by 1:30 here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Who is Swati here? Swati? Swati? And Srijan? Srijan? Srijan here? Ninth class. Yes. Yeah, please come, Srijan. My mother.